Christmas Eve gift. It's Gigi. Welcome to Gigi's Place. Hey, does your family ever say that? I had an auntie that used to answer the door hollering Christmas Eve gift before anybody could even say hello. And now my cousins and I, we go to all kinds of measures to try and be the first one to say Christmas Eve gift. In fact, I stayed up until midnight last night, so I'm a little sleepy, but I was the first this year. I got something exciting to tell you, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Gigi's Place. I'm so glad you came. Come on in. Let's have some fun.
Okay, we're back. It's Christmas Eve in Texas, and you know what? I have my fireplace all ready for a rip-snorting fire, and it's hot today. Almost air conditioner weather, but I'm determined not to turn the air conditioner on. I want you to see what I'm wearing. I have on a shirt that says joy, peace, and love. I don't know if you can see that right side or if it's backwards, but that's what it says. So today I want to tell you a little bit of background about this time of year we call Christmas. And I'm going to do it. I do love this Christmas carol, and I love Andrea Bocelli. He's one of my favorites. Makes me want to sing along. Okay, back to the story. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, but I want to tell you a little bit of background of this season of the year using the Chronicles of Narnia and some Bible. Got my Bible right here. Okay, so in the Chronicles of Narnia, there is a lion, and his name is Aslan. He's a very kind, loving lion. And in my opinion, Aslan represents Yeshua. Now, Aslan has given a lot of rules and regulations for the people that are in his kingdom, not because he's mean, not because he's angry, not because he wants to hurt people or deprive them, but because this is for their protection. Yeah, that reminds me of God and his son, Yeshua. But there is a boy in this story whose name is Edmund. And Edmund is a very naughty little boy. He doesn't obey rules. He doesn't care about Aslan. In fact, he's very disobedient. And that kind of reminds me of us, the children of Adam. Okay? We kind of take after our forefather Adam from the Garden of Eden. Remember him? Remember how he was tempted by the devil with that fruit? And it doesn't matter if that fruit was a pomegranate or a walnut or a grapefruit or a watermelon. It doesn't matter what it was. God told him not to eat it. And yet the devil tempted them, and they did eat it. Now, in the story of Narnia, the devil is represented by the white witch. But the white witch uses Turkish taffy, some kind of sweet, to tempt Edmund. And what happens is, bottom line, the white witch comes to Aslan and says, I demand this boy's life. He belongs to me. And Aslan, who remember I think is Jesus, Yeshua, Aslan volunteered to give his life to save Edmund, just like Yeshua obeyed his father when he gave his life to save all of us. Okay? Now, the best news is, in John chapter 3 and verse 16, we read, For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That's John 3:16. One of the first verses I learned as a little girl. God gave the best gift he could give. I'm a mother and a grandmother and a Gigi, a great-grandmother. I cannot imagine giving one of my children, grandchildren, or great-grandbabies for somebody else. I can't imagine, but God did that. Why? Because he loves us. And that is the reason for the season. Now, first of all, I hope I don't bust your bubble, but Jesus was not born on December 25th. How do we know that? Well, we know from the historical background in the Christmas story, some of the people that were king at the time, and this, that, and the other. And also because the shepherds, no shepherd in his right mind would be taking his lambs and sheep out on a hillside in the middle of winter. Or at the end, in the middle of winter. They wouldn't do it. But this is the date that we celebrate the birth of Jesus. Okay? So we have all of these things like stockings and Christmas carols and Christmas trees and candles and lights and all kinds of stuff. And presents. So many presents. Because God gave his best gift, we give gifts to those that we love. Now I'm telling you this because I want you to remember, tomorrow morning when you open all your presents and there's wrapping paper and ribbons and stuff everywhere and oh so much food, please take some time to remember God loved this world, that means you and me, so much that he gave his son, his only son, to die for us. Why? So that one of these days we're going to go to heaven and be with him forever and ever and ever and ever. Jesus gave his life for us, but he didn't stay dead. If you could find the tomb where they laid his body, you'd make sure to see that there's no bones in it. There's nobody in there. He's in heaven and he's watching over us. And this season, this day, when we have chosen to celebrate his birth, just remember that he loves you. And I do too. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Wow, that was some story. God is really amazing.
He is so amazing. And what's even more amazing than his miracles is how much he loves you and me and all of you.
That's right.
So stay tuned. We will be back in a few weeks with another miracle.
Oh,
okay?
that's awesome. I can't wait to hear the next one. Bye.